I mean, you're going to have back-to-back MLG Spades and Killer players, so half of Mega, you know, you got MLG and Spades there as well, and you know, for the team of Todor, I mean, they've all got players that have played this game. They're experienced in their own regards, and we've got Domination Strike Zone to kick it off, and already kills happening. Wolfie will get the first kill, taking down MLG, as they both will capture their spawn flag and go over to B.
Alright, did seem as though Varenton was overextending towards B. As you said, he was the only one over there. Didn't have much support. Krads is on the rotation. Pastel, so let's watch him as he's located all the way through the backside. Did just pick up Killer, but I didn't know where he was. And this is going to be an early B capture for the team at Todor, as they do duck behind cover. That's a great kill and a great capture too.
And you're going to be seeing them just holding that B flag. They got two players over near that bar side. One's going to be on the gangway, and the other one's just going to be outside of Souvenirs, just trying to hold these crosses. Now, they don't want to overcommit. You know, they don't want to push over that A side and just try and see if they can force a swap. They're just going to be content with what they got, holding out through that pro side, holding that gangway side if they can, and just be able to hold that A and C side. You see that they're able to pick off these kills. One actually pushes past Krads' left, and he didn't see it. He got taken down, and now they're trying to push on forward to try and capture that C side, the team of Moomies, and you're going to be seeing them try, but there's players there, there's players dropping, but they finally managed to secure that C side, and with a little bit of luck, if they get into a good position, they can box them back over near B.
Alright, the team of Mushi's doing quite well now. Good rotation. They will be losing C though, unfortunately. Varenton, let's keep an eye on him as he's over on top of A. Few players will be contesting him. Malgi does end up getting the kill. Wolfie now from his own team of Todor in the middle of the map. Now he's looking over towards the opening of Courtyard. Nobody will be there. Malgi is on the flip side though. He's from behind and Malgi just absolutely destroys Wolfie there. Gets a nice little two-piece and sets up his team quite nicely. Back of back fills the empty void of where Malgi was and is able to secure the kills. So an AC split right now for the team of Moomies. And they're doing quite well. They're racking up some points here, Myksta.
I mean, it's only just been past that 2-minute mark so far in this Domination Strike Zone, and it's only a 2-point game. It's been that close throughout the whole time. And you see Wolfie just rotating the box. He'll get one. He'll get the second one out of Pro, and now he's just going to be holding that angle as his team tries to capture over that A flag. Now, his teammate does drop, so he's going to try and rotate. He's getting shot outside of Pro, though, and he won't be able to pick off that kill. Pastel's the only one alive for just a moment as they try to get out of that control. But, you know, you look at them at the moment, and they don't have any flags. They're trying to work their way over near C, but not getting any points in such a close game like this, it's going to let them lose that edge, and that's really not what you want in this Domination Strike Zone.
Well, just interesting plays. I'm just trying to flick through the plays, see what they're all up to, and that vector is just so heavily used right now. Mike, so we're going to look on board to Malgi. He's currently capturing, so he has support from his teammate. That was Killer Pie. He did his work, even though he was dropped in the end there. Malgi now dropped in prone. Varenton comes up from behind, and he'll be able to at least capture. Pastels also gets a kill before Spades answers back with one of his own there. So, Todor, they lost C, but they were able to neutralize it away from the hands of the team of Moomies. It's a very close game still, even though the gap difference in points has started to escalate towards the team of Moomies. They will be locking down C. That's a good kill by Killer Pie, unable to neutralize, or should I say, secure the flag in the end there. But Mike, so if I had to tip a team so far, it's got to be in favor of Moomies, just because of the amount of rotation that they're doing as a team. They're so far just starting to outclass the team of Todor a little.
Well, you got to look at the scoreline as well. I mean, it is 56-44. They've got the lead, and they've got it for a reason. So you got to think about why that is, and you basically explained it right there. That's why they've got this lead, and that's why they're trying to continue it for the remaining minute 17 seconds in this half. We still got the second half to come, though, and you're going to be seeing them actually back over onto this A side. They're trying to push on forward. They're trying to see where these players are, but whichever way they go, outside, inside, they're just getting slaughtered, and you see them trying to make something happen over this B, but there's one player actually there waiting for him. As you see a couple of shots going out in advance, they're picking off kills, but they still haven't really been able to leave this A area.
Alright, I'm watching on board back a bit, but he gets taken out by Wolfie. Now how about his mega teammate, a Killer Pie, who gets taken out by Pastels? I think that's an indication that we need to keep an eye on the team. Oh. How about Pastels? Let's watch him right now. Malgi in the background gets a beautiful little knife in the back. Pastels, I like this play here, Mike. You could make some real feathers ruffle right now. Jumps onto C, gets the kill. There's a player right above him. Rotates back in. Does he get it? Yes, he does. That's a magnificent kill onto Back-a-Beck, and that's going to allow his team to lock down C, and a triple cap for the time being for the team of Todor. Mike, so they get big in the final few seconds, and they managed to pull away the lead in the final few 10 seconds of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. You see them now and they've got that lead back. It's 75 to 69. It's going to get a couple more points until the end of the half, but look at those kills and deaths. Wolfie's on 25 kills, 7 deaths, and just 1 capture to his name. The rest of his teammates got those double digits, 10, 13, and 10 for Pastels, Krads, and Verenzen. And you look at over on the Moomies side, and you know, Killerpie 10 and 12, 9 and 19 for Malgi, Back and Beck 9 and 13, and 7 and 14 for Spades. They're not really doing too good in that kills department. It's just they had that early possession, early game that allowed them to have a little bit of a lead then, but it just wasn't enough to hold them back. And I mean, you saw how the tables turned, how the scores turned, and if they don't make something happen in the second half, they will fall defeated. But I think they'll be able to pull something back.
Pull something back. Where's there from Myksta 94? Alright, I'm just going to be looking at the minimap there to break off the game, and I do see it's going to be an early B capture for the team of Moomies, as it was Back who finalized the kill onto Pastels, locking it down. But they got to be they got to be a little bit worried about C, because they don't have much control around it, Mike. So you do see Malgi and Spades, they're on the rotation around him. Malgi picks up one, but Verenzen was still there on the flag. And I did say they need to watch out for the rotation over to C, because that's what the team of Todor have been doing time and time again. And just like that, they have the split home cat there, A and C under control, and they looks like they might be trying to get a bit of a spawn trap, but Verenzen identifies they've already lost control of A, and he's going straight for B.
I mean, you notice them going to get this A flag, and one thing that you do have to notice, in this second half so far, it's only been 60 seconds, but every time one team actually manages to get to flag control, it instantly just changes over within the next 20 seconds, whether that's just going to be a neutral, just a contest, or even just a complete flag turnover, and so one of these teams manages to just go over, pick off another flag, and it's just been turning and turning and turning throughout this second half so far. And you notice the scoreline, it's caught up once again, it's 94 to 93, 1 point the difference, and we still got 3.5 minutes to go. You still have the kills department for Moomies, not really that hot, but overall it's an objective game type. You get the objective and you'll get the win regardless if you're going 0 and 100.
True there, 0 and 100, you'll still win if you get the captures and the points, of course. 98-98, 1 point lead for the team of Moomies, as they do get a 4 down though, and look at that, that is going to be a capitalization for the team of Todor. As now Verenzen, I'm still watching him right now. Let's see what he can do. He has lost his team control of the middle of the map by rotating towards the green side. Does find one player though, but it will be an early B push, or should I say a very strong B push by the team of Moomies. As you do see Spades kills one. That's an unlucky spawn there. Malgi was predicting it, but in the background, a little trophy kill for Verenzen to answer back. Still only a 3-point game, Myksta, as we're coming down to the final 2 minutes and a half. The flags are just getting traded around for both of the teams, but if anything, you got to give credit to the team of Moomies. They're starting to etch out a little bit of a slaying lead here.
I really wouldn't be surprised though if Wolfie does hit a 40 bomb in this match. He's on 31. Oh, yeah. He's got 2.5 minutes remaining. I mean, that's 1 quarter left. I definitely won't be surprised. And he's just going to be, you know, going on in helping with his teammates, trying to rack up those kills, and the team actually trying to get that B flag. They will be losing C in a moment though, and they don't want to be trapped over any B, so they're going to be pushing on straight out. I think, you know, you see them getting dropped there. There's too many players on that flag for them to deal with. It might be better just to go over the A, where there's only one player sort of watching that area. But even there, you saw them try to go for it. You saw them get taken down, and if they put this into a successful move, capture that B flag as well as you see them doing, and just completely turn around, this could be definitely to their favor.
He's starting to head that way, but it's still 122, shall I say, equal points right now. As a team of Todor, they do have C and A under their control, but they got to hold on to it right now. Myksta, and Back makes a big play onto Verenzen, and he's going to jump straight onto C. One player will be contesting him. If he wins this gun battle, which he does, that is going to allow his team to lock down A. And but the grenade from Krads comes from nowhere. Verenzen also gets a kill. Can he get the double though? The pre-fire around the corner from Killerpie does clean him up. Does he jump onto A, the team? Oh, look at Todor. They're flooding A as Killerpie can't finalize the kills. This is going to come down to the wire here. An early rotation, though. Who is that? One of the players that was Krads, Malgi, actually, in fact, rotated all the way around to A. Myksta, this one is going to come down to the wire. Was a minute remaining.
It definitely seems like it will be. You see the shot's going to go out though. Verenzen will be able to take down one. Back will take down another as Malgi picks off a third. But you're going to be seeing that B flag. There's one player of each team now pushing on in as Verenzen is trying to go around the corner. That player is on the back seats there as he will get shown in the back from 31. Wolfie though, he's on 35. He goes for the pre-shot, but he does get taken down. He's still got 40 seconds to get 5 more kills though and hit that 40 bomb. I'm expecting that from him. but you're going to be seeing his teammates pushing on in anyway. They need this B flag, but they're not able to get it. MLG Killerpie both pick off kills, and you still see 29 seconds left. 141 to 139. It still could go either way.
Could go either way indeed. A triple cap, and you'd be surprised how many points will come down. 20 seconds left, and that's a big kill by Varenzen. Can he do any work though? Got Pastel supporting him. Does drop back and back. Gets the double. That's a huge play from back and back to lock down A for his team, and that might have just done it. They're all spawning on top of C. They can't do anything about it. Final few seconds. Myksta, you gotta give it to back and back. He pulled off an amazing double. Wolfie doesn't get the 40 bomb. He was shut down in his spawn by the team of Moomies, as just in the final few seconds they're able to etch out the victory and pull it from the hands of the team of Todor. You got to give them credit. Of course, they will go up 1-0 in this best of 3 series. What a way to start it off, Myksta. Such a close game. But you got to give credit to both of the teams. They went absolutely hard out, and it's definitely going to go a long, long way.
Yeah, in terms of kills, you had Wolfie 37, then you had 24 for Varenzen, 21 for Krads with Pastels on 19. For the opposing team, you know, Back on 26, and they managed to etch away that victory. But if it wasn't for that final play over on that flag, you know, I think they would have been able to catch back up, because you had his teammates over on that middle side of the map getting the other side flag as well, so they weren't getting any points because they didn't have any flags. It just allowed them to just etch away that much at the very end to be able to secure themselves that victory. Without that play, you know, you could have still gone either way. But I mean, what's in the past? In the past, S&D gonna be up next, and they really need to pull things together and get the victory, or they will be knocked out.
They will be knocked down. You don't want that at all. Of course, all these teams are competing for pro points on offer, guys. Of course, this is the ACL Pro 2K, brought to you by ACL Pro and MLG. We're live here at mlg.tv/ACL. Make sure you let everyone know. We'll be back shortly. We'll just search and destroy best of 3 series. Todor are down 0-1 to the team of Moomies. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Search and Destroy is up next. The map will be Octane. Of course, this is the best of 3 series, all part of the ACL Pro 2K, powered and brought to you by MLG and ACL Pro. I'm Dr. Curry, joined by Myksta 94 Myksta. We just saw domination on Sovereign. Of course, these two teams, Moomies and Todor, came down to the wire in the final 30 seconds. Moomies were able to just pull out the victory. So that Search and Destroy, I'm willing to say, will also be a close one because these two teams went absolutely at it in that domination.
Yeah, that strike zone definitely was intense, and this Octane, I'm feeling it's going to go close as well, at least around 10, around 11. We'll see how things go. One player I want to jump on board with first has to be Wolfie, though. I definitely think he's going to go off, and he went off in that domination as well. Maybe this SD can do the same, but with the attack, I definitely want to jump on board with him. And overall predictions, I think they could maybe, try to tie things up. I think they were a bit disappointed from that last map that they couldn't walk away with that overall victory. What do you reckon?
Well, what I reckon, I'm just flicking through the plays here, seeing what they got broken out, and there's 2 snipers for the team of Moomies, so I think that's going to be very interesting. Also to note, it was actually a New Zealand host previously. Of course, Back-a-Beck, Killer Pie, they're both across the pond over at New Zealand, so they definitely had a bit of advantage over the 6 other players. Will that play a factor in the Search and Destroy? Wouldn't be surprised if it does, but it's one of those game modes where it's not too big of a factor. All right, we'll get straight into it. Now, you did ask for a bit of predictions. I honestly cannot call it. If anything, around 11, I'm willing to say it would go that far. But early off the break, it will be Wolfie drawing first blood, taking out the New Zealand man Back-a-Beck before he gets a double of his own.
It's going to be a 2v2 situation right now with Krads and Wolfie taking on MLG and Spades. Now, you do notice, of course, that the bomb carrier had to go loop around to pick it up because it did get dropped, and now Krads does have that one. He was under heavy fire, so he now needs to just get out of there alive. He's got one player below him in the bottom motel area that's now actually checking out storage, and he does see him there, I believe. No, they didn't actually see each other, as you do going to see one player on that top diner as well, so they do need to be tricky. Wolfie's going to be looping around. He's about to run into one, and he does see him, but he won't be able to pick up the kill. So Krad's now in a 1v2 situation. One player's below him, one player's across the street. And with the bomb in hand, doesn't have to do any more looping, but he has to make somewhere safe for him to actually go for that objective and plant the bomb, unless he wants to just go for these 2 kills. But with 27 seconds left, it is going to be a little bit trickier than he expected. He checks the corner. He's going to get taken down. That's going to be round 1 completed, with it going to Moomies once again, starting off fairly even, 2 kills apiece from both these 2 teams. Then it's slowing down a bit, and then they were able to finish it off and get that 1 round advantage.
1 round advantage. Great start for the team of Moomies. Krads, of course, was in the 1v2. Not much love on his behalf there, but I want to watch one of these scopes off the break. I'm going to leave it up to you, though, Myksta. Do we watch... Oh, MLG put his away. Let's watch Killer Pie, then. Only one was the scope breaking down. He's going to be watching the break, and he spots 2 players there. Would have given the comms. I would have liked it if he held on to the scope there and maybe kept watching over, but he started to duck out. Maybe not the smartest of ideas, but he would let his team know there are 2 players pushed up on that B bomb site. And talk about 2 players, 2 of them did just drop, Wolfie and Krads. Now a 3v2 situation in favor of Moomies.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if he was able to actually see those 2 players, because he saw one, then he shot, and the other player had that incog on, so he could see with Orca mode, but he actually couldn't see it that far because he actually pulled the scope out. And you're going to be seeing now he's going to get taken down, so it doesn't really matter anyway. MLG left in a 1v2. That bomb is being planted, so he just needs to play defense, but he's about to run straight past one. COD timing, and you're going to be seeing them get the defuse, and everything's up to 1-1. But back over to that cross, it was a smart play, and you did see him, so it was early calls, but they just couldn't sort of react close enough to it because they just pushed that aggressively. They just weren't expecting it, picked off those couple of kills, and you saw they dropped 2, but they got 4, able to get that round, and now the round's back tied 1-1. The next round starting on up. Maybe they can win their attacking round once again, but we just have to find out.
Just have to find out then. Alright. Well, I'm going to go and switch back over. How about, let's watch Redson. He's the one who's pushed up most out of all of the players from the team of Todor. They did level up the scores now. He's going to come around. There is actually a player right above him. We'll flick on that Oracle mode for you guys, just so you get a better understanding of where the players are. The bomb carrier, though, Pastel's not too sure about this play. He's in top motel. Does get tagged up quite nicely. MLG does prevail, gets the kill. Wolfie goes for wallbangs. Doesn't connect, but Verenzen did get the revenge kill, taking out MLG. He's going to pick up the bomb now. And Verenzen going big when it's needed, but the guys over at the team of Todor, they are located right at the front of B, but they don't have enough control to hint at getting the bomb down, but look at Varenton, Mike. He's just going to go for it.
He's going to try and get that plan, but he did get tagged. There we go. He's going to get cleaned up. That's going to be the bomb down on the bomb. The team now knows where to look to just be able to go ahead and watch that securely. As you have Wolfie just going to be looking over into storage. Kraz is going to be on the other end of that for his team. You got back on the actual, or just around the corner from the bomb. And you got Killer Pie just across the street there, as just going to be waiting for that. 19 seconds left. You know the bomb has to have been picked up by now, but it's actually still on the ground right next to the bomb site. So with time running out, their options are limited, and you see them not really going for it. Now he's going to go, but the player has jumped out. Pick off the kill, and that's just going to be time out. Sees one player, will get the kill, but the last player just needs to stay alive. He just goes prone as well. His head was sticking out. He could have lost it, but Killer Pie played it smart. And you see here the round in the kill cam there from Back-a-Back, because he contested exactly when he knew it had to be planted, and they walked away with the round to take a 2-1 lead. Next round's going to be starting on up, and we are going to be seeing the team of Moomies once again on the attack, and you're going to be seeing the scopes once again come out into play.
Oh, I noticed Wolfie pulled out his zone, and he's spotting the plays, rotating straight to the B-bomb, so I would have given the call out. Let's have a look now at the team of Moomies. What will they do? The position of where they are has been identified. Spades and Killer Pie both have scopes there. Spades though running that overkill, so he has the AR in his back pocket, and Killer Pie, he's all the way back in strip, so he's not located anywhere near his team. Bomb goes down, a lot of pressure now onto the team of Todor. What do? Killer Pie, if he can push up though, Mike, to 18 Weir and then look over at the gap between B and Pawn, you'd be surprised at just how many players he would find. Instead, he's just going to leg it with the scope. He gets spotted, unfortunately. Jumps around the corner. Can he get the grenade off in time? It looks like he won't be able to. It's Killer Pie back. The two NZ Warriors stuck. And actually, no, now it's just Killer Pie. Can he clutch it out? 16 seconds. He's in a great position. Player does spot him. Oh, but he scopes out at the wrong time. This could be a catastrophe. Oh, but he gets a kill midair. Can he check the bomb, though? Shooting Killer Pie with the two-piece. That is a beautiful play from the New Zealand King there. Look at the mid-air scope, and then shoots the player through the bomb. Wow, Myksta. I was doubting Killer Pie's positioning, but I tell you what, in the end there, it worked out fantastically for him.
I was getting nervous. I wasn't sure if he was going to get it, if the bomb was going to get defused. I mean, I screamed yes at the end of that, but I was literally thinking, did he get the defuse? Did he get the kill first? What happened in what order? But he did. He was able to actually pull that one off, and there you go. He gets the kill straight off the bat as well. Still just rocking that scope. They did seem like they wanted to push that side more aggressively, and you do have their main players, you know, the bomb players as well, pushing over to that B side this time around. But he's actually the only one there. And that's going to be Pastels. That is actually on that motel area. His teammates, he's got one over near Mechanic, one's over on that mid-side tank, over on that mid lane, and they're now just trying to regroup and go, okay, we need to go over to this B-bomb, let's see what we can do. Kraz is about to run into the corner, and if he doesn't check that, no, he tries to go for the knife, but the trolley is in the way, denying him of that kill. As you do see Wolfie now trying to contest one right in front of him. He's going to be running straight for it. This is the knife as well. Wow. I don't know what it is with that team and trying to go for the knives, but they should do it because they have missed every single one so far. Pastel's now to 1v2. He's got the bomb in hand. He could have gone for that bomb plan, of course, if he was careful. The players are just watching it longer range. And you see one in Mechanic now with the scope, missing it, but picks it up on the second shot. They're going to now take the lead 4-1, and I don't think anything can stop them right now.
I don't think anything can stop them. Not even the knives are working out for them. It seems as though the scopes, even though that one wasn't even on him, the scopes are working out better than the panic knives, especially for the team of Moomies. Of course, they do need this one more map, and then they advance further on into the competition, plain and simple. Now they're going to be on the aggressive side. We've got to keep watching Killer Pie. Too entertaining. Can he get a play on the cross? Oh, he does spot it. That's unfortunate. A little bit too late on that one there, but he will come to his team where they are. Spades does take out Pastels in the background, and this is a great start for the team of Moomies.
I mean, look at the overall map as well. You see one player's actually on that A-bomb. He's going to be going for that flank. One still on those double Humvees. He's going to be watching the cross. Two players in Motel, one with the bomb. There's other players on the opposing team on the outside of that corner. One on the bus depot, one outside of Diner, and the other one is obviously dead. But you're going to be seeing push up, and whoever gets the next kill, I think, will take the round. Because it's all about the positioning and being able to try and make something happen. You see their Magic with the warbangs, I believe that was, to get that kill. They're going to be pushing on forward, getting the bomb down, and Wolfie's the last one alive. He needs to get a 1v4. You don't want to be in that position where you have to go from next.
Oh.
He just shuts off my words because he just starts off with he's determined to prove me wrong just by getting that first kill there. He's got a couple more to deal with. One's going to be to his left, going to be contesting, and unfortunately he just couldn't do it. And as I was saying earlier, you don't want to be that team who has to come back with 5 straight rounds to keep yourself in the competition, because it's not like they just lose a map. If they lose one more round, they will be knocked out of the competition.
And they won't get any of those vital pro points which all the players are aiming for. Of course, we do have 2,000 pro points on offer for the team which comes first, and then some for the team which are the following descending order from the first position. Now into the round we go. The team Moomies, they're on the defense, Myksta, so they're in good position here to walk away with the win right here, right now. There will be an early B push. MLG gets first blood, and that's not what Todor wanted at all.
Pastils does see one. He's going to right back around. And it definitely was their mistake by not actually checking that corner. And he nearly didn't check another corner once again, but he did double check it. And he was able to get a kill, but he does get taken down shortly after. It's going to be a 2v2 situation. Wolfie and Kratz taking on Killerpie and Spades. Now, they do got to make every move careful right now, because it's all on the line. They can't afford to make any mistakes. 2v2 situation, so it still is fairly even, but the bomb is down as well. And it doesn't seem like the opposing team knows it though. So they're just going to be watching. One's going to be watching the bomb, the other one's just going to be watching those crossovers. And Kratz actually needs to go and loop over to this bomb, and he's going to be able to go pick that up. But with 27 seconds left, 2 players are going to be watching their crosses, going to be covering their back only Diner. I'm not too sure if the sniper actually did see one cross over there, as he did actually poke back down. So he might have a little bit of time to just go ahead and check that. And there you go. One player will now peek over. Killerpie misses the shot, and he will get taken down. Spades will get dropped as well. We're going to see that on the round-ending kill cam, and we'll see how it plays out from his perspective. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it. There we go. There's one. He lines up the second. Hook, line, and sinker.
That's just disgusting. I'm not too sure how all these players are hitting these scopes, but they're just doing an amazing job. Wolfie gets a 2-piece. Killerpie got a 2-piece of his own. It's just crazy. These players will say scopes.
5.
Yeah, 10 for 5. Wolfie definitely breaking out the backpack, and you do see Kratz. He's dropping the boon stick right now. So he definitely has to lift his game. MLG, though, I'm on board with him, mainly because of how aggressive he's been every single round. But Wolfie gets first blood. That's a bit of a revenge from what happened earlier on. As Kratz now trying to defend B. He's going to throw some grenades over. It won't connect with anyone. Now it's all up to Killerpie and Spades to try and close out the search and destroy right now.
This is a huge turnaround though for them, as they only need one more round to win, and it just seems like Todor just don't want to let them have it. And you do see Killerpie just going to be aiming this one up. He's a little bit hesitant there with the double variable scope as well. And he's going to be... he can't even fire any of his bullets. And Space is going to now be the last alive. He was able to pick off one himself. Now he's going to be going over to top corner. Gets tags, but is unable to complete the kill there. Now the bomb is down over on that B bomb site once again. And we've seen that happen time and time again for this team. And you're going to be seeing him have to regroup over. He does see one shot out, but now they know where it's going to happen. It's going to get shot on the side, and... I thought for a moment he might have got that kill, but he won't. That will be 5-3, and Todor just itching towards that round 11. They want it. They want to take it. They want to turn things around. And once again, they are backed up against the fence, because if they lose, they are knocked out.
Exactly right there. They do not want to get locked out. They want to bring it to a blitz. We haven't seen a blitz yet. It's all been 2-0 clean sweeps here at the ACL 2K. Of course, this is the second one that's been hosted. But into the action we go. We definitely have to watch Wolfie off the break. He's currently 12 for 5. He's traded out the scope Myksta for the Vector. Oh, but he pulls out the AR, goes for the quick little run around towards B, and then pulls out the AR. Like to play Vrenzen in the background. Picks up an LMG kill. Vrenzen, over the past few days, has definitely been using that LMG, been playing some 8s with him. And he's fallen in love with it, like a fat kid to chocolate cake. Wolfie now pushing over towards Top Motel Myksta. MLG and Spades, the last 2 alive, and this is just all too familiar of a situation for them. And now it's all up to Spades in a 1-on-4.
Once again, I mean, he's going to get tags on the shot as well. He's looking for...
Oh, that's unlucky.
And I don't think unlucky is the word for it. I mean, they just... It's a complete turnaround of the last couple of rounds that we were seeing from them. They only need one more round. That's just the irony of it, because now they just can't get it. They haven't been in a position to even look like getting the round because they're dropping numbers. It's always going to be a 4v2 situation, a 3v1, and then you see it's just going to knock them out. We're on round 10 right now. They only need 2 more rounds total. Moomies only need 1, and they're going to take the series if they take that 1 out of 2. It's still got plenty of time, though. It's their attack round, and you're going to be seeing them try to push on over once again, try and maybe go for an early plan. I mean, that's one thing that we haven't really seen here. With Incog on, you're going to be seeing him in a perfect position to just dodge the nades and be able to get this bomb down, and now they just need to defend for 40 seconds. That's all they need to do, and it's still a 4v4 situation. This is going to be the best round, the best chance that they've got.
Best chance indeed. Bomb is down, but can they hold on to it? They cannot afford to lose this round, or else all momentum will be out of their favour. Of course, it's been 4 rounds in a row for the team at Todor. They've won this one in there. Oh, Killer Pie gets a beautiful scope off to Pastel's close range, but Firenzen comes in, cleans out Killer Pie in the background. MLG now, he's trying to defend desperately. Player comes around the corner, and he chokes the kills. Firenzen does get the kill. Back answers back. Back was the 2-piece. All up to Kratz now, last one alive. 1v2, 6 seconds. He's not going to have enough time, Myksta, as he does get one player. Back cleans him up for the 3 down. And that is going to be the team of Moomies, who waited until the thick and fin of it to take out the round. You've got to give credit to Back. He got 3 down that round. He got a beautiful 2-piece while on the bomb. And they're going to advance further on into the 2K. It was a nice little 2-0 clean sweep there. But wow, what a close series, Mike. So we got to mention it. Both of these teams just going absolutely at it.
I mean, they made top 8. I mean, that's what it's come down to. They passed at 16. They're now into the 8. And it was a little bit scary for them at the moment, because in that S&D, they had such an early lead. It was 5-1.
Oh, yeah. 5-1.
It ended up being 6-4 at the end, but it was a little bit too close to call. I mean, at the end, it could have gone either way. But unfortunately, that's that. And that's going to be that series wrapped up. Still got more action to come, though. We're into our top 8 now.
We're into our top 8, guys. And if you have a game about to start off, make sure you tweet at this guy right here. I don't know whereabouts he is, but make sure you tweet him. It's at Myksta94 and also at ACL, where these two have been setting up games all day long. So special credit to them. So if you're about to play, make sure you hit them up. Let them know. Maybe chuck us an invite. But guys, we'll be back shortly with more action from the ACL Pro 2K series, brought to you by MLG and ACL Pro.